So in the past, I would go on trips to Japan and I would still stream because I didn't do anything. And I really didn't hang out with people. I didn't really hang out with people. I would kind of just go out and do my own thing. And this time, I hung out with friends. Like, almost every day. And it kept me busy. Which I was hanging out with Mogu. And I was hanging out with Dustco. I collabed with them. And Oimo. I hung out with Oimo. We all collabed a couple days before I left. And then we all went and we were hanging out in Japan together. So everybody was like, we're gonna go to Disney. And that was like the day after I got to Japan. So I was like, I'm probably not gonna do that. And I still did it. Why? Why did I do that? I think it was FOMO, honestly. And I'll tell you, it was not worth it. I arrived on a Monday that was a holiday in Japan. And so I was like, well, that day would be so crowded at Disney. Tuesday will be fine because everybody will have gone Monday. And also, Tuesday is rainy, it's cloudy, it's ugly, it's cold. Nobody will go. Oh no. I think everybody had the Mint Fantôme mindset. And rides were absolutely insanity. Then the day after, I went to an idol event and I got to see an idol and she was like, Mito-chan, why are you here? I actually got to meet her at the Toho Lost Word event. And so I was like really happy she remembered me. And then she was like, I've been wanting to message you, but I'm so shy. And I was like, me too. I've been wanting to message you, but I'm so shy. And then she was like, let's go hang out and play in Akihabara. What's so sad is she's retiring next year. She was a member of Denpagumi Inc. Her name is Nemoto Nagi. She was originally a part of Niji no Conquistador, and then she joined Denpagumi Inc. And she left the groups, and then she's been doing kind of like solo activities. And next year, she's retiring like from entertainment. So I'm like, So I was like, I have to go see her as many times as possible now. And then we went in the haunted house. That was fun. We got yelled at though. Okay, there were like character actors, right? Like in the haunted house. We were walking by, and like they were like, it was like a small little hallway, and we were like pressed against the wall, and we were like talking to them. We were like, "Ano, tell me my name," you know, like being stupid people, because like we weren't heckling them or anything. We weren't like, "Oh, you suck." We weren't doing anything bad. We were just kind of like, "Ano, don't hurt us, don't scare us, please. We're just stupid foreigners." And then they like looked up at us and broke character, and they were like, don't act like that towards the actors. Please follow the rules. And then walked away. And we were like, was that part of the... we were like, sumimasen. We were like, was that part of the act? It was kind of scary. That was the scariest part. That was the scariest part of the haunted house. Noboko-san was doing a collab at Cure Maid Cafe, so I did get to go to that. Actually, I think that was the only maid cafe I got to be able to make it out to. It was like a chicken stew. I loved the gears. I thought they were super duper cute. You see how many little gear pastas there are? Exactly 3? Yeah, that's all I got. But anyway, Leah invited me and I was like, sure, of course. And then I saw that they announced their 3D debuts, and I was like, oh, cool. I guess, like, she'll announce... Because usually, okay, I've always... Or not always, but, like, usually things that I participate in are, like, filmed and recorded in advance, right? So I was like, okay, I guess maybe she'll have her 3D debut. And I thought for some reason that the thing that I was going to be a part of was her birthday. And So I was like, oh, she might announce her birthday thing that I'll be a part of during the 3D debut. And then I'm like, I get there, we're practicing and setting up. And then she was just like, okay, so for tomorrow. And I was like, huh? Tomorrow? Wait, what? And then she was like, yeah, it's live. And I was like, oh my God, this is when I was really sick. Luckily I didn't have like super sickness, but for like a cold, I was pretty sick. When I was doing that dance, my vision was like, I don't know how I got through it. And I messed up. But luckily, the camera would cut. And I was like, I got so lucky. I thought I was literally gonna pass out. Okay, I have a confession. I don't know if I've ever said this before. I've never been to Osaka. I've never been to Osaka. I've never been to Kyoto. I've just never have had a reason to go. Almost gets into an accident with a bus and the bus honks at him, okay? And so then at the next light, the driver proceeds to get out of the bus. Get out of the taxi and starts to walk over to the bus to throw hands. And we were like, only in Osaka, mate. This is my first Osaka experience. I've never had this happen before, ever. And we were just like, oh my God. Oh my God. And then the night we went to Nintendo World. And I was like, hey guys, am I gonna be okay on the Mario Kart ride? And they were like, it's not VR, it's AR, it's AR. And I was like, okay. I was not okay on the Mario Kart ride. No. And the whole day too, what's even worse is the whole day I was like, Mario, I hate that guy. And they were like, why do you hate Mario, Minto? And I was like, because I played that game for like 11 hours. And you know what he says? I'm a tire. And you know what I say? I do all that work, Mario. Not you. I get to the end of the ride. I was like, and then I get off and I was like, oh no. Oh no. Oh, I'm not gonna make it. And I go outside and it's okay. If you've never been to Nintendo World, it's the most overstimulating location you'll ever be in your entire life or afterlife, depending on if you're alive or not. I'm sitting on a stinking toadstool thinking like, just trying not to traumatize the children around me with ectoplasm all over the floor. But basically the hotel I stayed at was very... Oh my gosh, the bathroom was so bizarre. Because I had a stinking Rubik's Cube as like the handles for the shower and stuff. So give me a second. The sink was like this. And it like, you see the handles? The thing about them is they were so hard to grip. They were extremely hard to grip and they like would not move. Yeah, they were square. They would hurt my hand every time I tried to use it. But this is not the problem. This is not the problem. The sink was just a little annoying. Hold on, let me do this. I will show you. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. This is the shower. What is this? And there's no indication of which way is hot and which way is cold. And it was also extremely difficult to push.